barber stylists and aspiring tonsorial elites, you really want to tune in for this one today. I'm giving you the recipe, the formula on how to create yourself a low ball fade utilizing just one clipper and a series of guards. We started from the 1A. We're going to work our way all the way down to the outliner. This is what you need. Let's go. We're going to open up going against the grain with that 1A. I know some of you guys are like, why against the grain? Because, well, this gentleman here doesn't have a wave pattern we have to consider, and he's going for that low cut that's going to last him more than just a week. So we can go against the grain on this one. Observe the front area of the crown where it's lighter. Make sure you don't touch that with that 1A against the grain. You want to go ahead and make that length, try to match that so it creates an illusion of a full hairline. Next, we're going to go ahead and hit that parietal ridge with the 1, creating our second degree of blending. I know, okay, I'm going too fast. There's 3 levels to every blend. There's 1 level, 2 level, and 3 level, and the objective is to make those 3 levels become 1. Now, when you really want your blend to be advanced, you're going to create a 4th dimension, but we'll get into that later. Here we're still working that parietal ridge, connecting our 1 and our to the 1A to our 1. That's our first level. The 1A was our first level. The 1 is our second level. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to our OA. So we have 1A to 1 to OA, our 3rd level of blending. And this is going to give you the general look of a fade for this particular length. As you can see, I'm not doing any video editing or any photo when you're watching this all the way live. There's no camera tricks involved. There's no editing. There's no what do they call it now? The edit, Facetune, whatever you want to call it. All this is 100% natural and real. How they say, not real, real. Yeah, I have a bit of a ghetto swing to what I say, but don't get it twisted. I am a complete and total professional. And those of you who are accustomed to using your traditional adjustable lever, it's the same motion in blending. You're still going to go ahead and work that rotation, and you pretty much want to go with the flow of the hair. A true against the grain isn't necessarily up and down or parallel. Sometimes you have to go perpendicular because the hair grows that way to create yourself a true against the grain blend. Next, we're going to move into our 030, which for the most part is equivalent to your master or any of your other clipper all the way closed is your 30. And we're going to finish that blend, which is right at the bottom of the 3 areas we've already worked. So we've created 3 areas. Let's recap. The top was against the grain with the 1A. The parietal ridge was against the grain with the 1. And then we went into an OA. Our next transition is to our 30. And that's giving us pretty much a completed blend. Now we're just doing polish work. I know I talk a lot, but I can talk about this all day long. This is what I do. And yes, if my mom is watching, I know what you told me, mama, but I just can't help myself. I mean, I see a whole lot of bad jacked up cuts out there, and I got to give some of the game away just to let them know I got the game. For those of you who are wondering who I'm talking to, my mom, she calls me whenever I drop these videos, say, baby, quit posting all that. You're giving away the game. And I was like, I understand, bro. I get that, but man, I can't help myself. We walk through Walmart today and see how trash it is. Now, sometimes you want to go back. What I'm doing here is I'm using my OA to go back and clean up anything that I missed in that blend. Any dark spots, anything that you may have. This is what a lot of guys out there forget to do. They'll think that they went through the 3-step duration and think, okay, that's it, we're done. No, sometimes you got to go back and do some cleanup work. So you go back to what you started with. I started with a 1A. But the area that I'm working is a OA. And I'm just going in, I'm just kind of touching the dark spots in my blend to give it more of a water flow appearance. Or what y'all call it now, blurry. And this is real self-explanatory. This is a 4.0, and this is a balding blade. And I'm pretty much using that to clean up what's left. This particular technique is a reverse fade. I prefer cutting these particular haircuts like that. And now we're going to go and you're going to see why I left that front area that was light, why I left it as dark as possible. So when I line that up, it gives the illusion that this gentleman has a full hairline versus exposing the receding. And this is self-explanatory as well. Razor lining, going against the grain with the razor, please work on this before you fillet somebody. I've seen somebody do it and totally act like they don't need to pull that skin and sat there and watch that whole muffin cap get peeled back. Client ain't gonna like that. So make sure you pull that skin nice and taut. That's what it says in the Milady's book, taut, but you know what I mean, tight. So you get yourself a nice glide on that blade, not penetrating the epidermis. See, I told you I got some educated words to use. I said epidermis. And then we have the completed version of a one clipper multi-blade series ball fade reversed. Jenna.